I was inspired by a Polaroid taken on 10th Street. I'll pass it around, or I think you can see that it's in the hood, and the children are playing. And I approached that previous poem trying to address the senses, sight, sound, hear, touch, feeling, smell, because it was less intimidating at such a short notice. Teach the children where we come from. Teach the children where we come. Teach the children where we come from. Then we'll be together again. Now I'll be having to go into the 5th grade class and say, okay, we have a deadline, just a couple of days. We need you to write poetry. But actually we're going to say, bring food of your ancestors to our altar. What sense does it make? The crunchy apple, the smell of pozole, the yellow tuna. My father, Pascual, walked with us across the tracks from 23rd Avenue to a shoe shine shop, where we looked forward to a candy bar. Here was a thriving business district complete with a clothing store, drugstore, a bank, and at the butcher shop, I remember the terrible smell of blue gas burner that was used to burn the hair off the chicken legs. All of this was to fall into decay after an engineer, a professor from the University of California, built a span of concrete bridge over the railroad tracks that redirected the traffic away from 23rd Avenue. Montgomery Ward's department store served as a tall signpost that signaled our return to Jingletown from a road trip south. We were challenged to pronounce Montgomery, so we used to nickname Monkey Wards. A pet store across the street on 29th Avenue featured a live monkey swinging on the window eating peanuts. Across East 14th Street, they gave candy bars for Halloween. I figured they must be rich. This is something, a trick I've learned from music. Once a year, the multi-storied wards had a special celebration with nickel hot dogs, colored balloons. The 4th floor was home to the cafeteria. Elevator went up from the lobby, announcing each department on the intercom. Wandering around the aisle of clothing, cookware, and the latest toys, my favorite section was the entertainment department with the latest electronics. There was television, cameras, and a stereo system with front panel speakers that featured colored light show changing music. I accompanied my mom when she went to Wars to buy the Polaroid that took this picture I'm passing. And I recorded a snapshot of 1967 of my brothers Michael, Ruben, and sister Susie hanging out outside our picket fence house on 10th Street. There were no curbs, and when the cannery released an overflow of water containing green beans, fruit cocktail, and tomato skins, we floated popsicle stick rafts and built mud dams. Water shortage finally shut the cannery down. I remember Trini Lopez singing, "If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. On the second floor, he was there among the appliances and furniture, and he was kind enough to sign his name on a paper cup with a dedication to Johnny Martinez plus Dolores Trujillo for my first girlfriend, Dodo. Throughout the store, thick columns lined the showroom to support the upper floor. The rear entrance of the store was capped by a long stairway down to the 12th Street. On the lower level of Ward's building was a tire repair shop. It had a Coke machine near the chain link metal door that was enough space for us to stick our hands through, grab an empty bottle for the deposit. For whatever reason, we never celebrated birthdays until my 4th birthday. The son of my mother's Salvadorian friend from the cannery gave me a cake, cowboy, and a white horse. He would ride me around the corner on his bike, but it ended when my foot got caught in the front wheel. We fell down and I started to cry. Luckily, Mrs. Silva happened to be there to untangle my foot from the spokes. Our parents did provide us with a Christmas present, and I usually bought guns. One day, I shot my own pigeon on the roof with my BB gun. I felt bad enough to put down the gun. This is dedicated to Antonio Ramos. You wanna be the one that doesn't need a gun. Go in peace and you will see what's good for you is good for me. Oh, oh. Be yourself and keep it real. Look inside and you will heal. What you reap is what you sow. Plant some flowers, watch them grow. Stop the violence. You don't have to be afraid. I'll be standing by your side, working for a better day, so the children can play. If you want to be the one that doesn't need a gun, go in peace and you will see what's good for you is good for me. Oh, with all the people that we meet, we must take back the street for the children having fun, whose life has just begun. Oh, stop the violence. You don't have to be afraid. I'll be standing by your side, working for a better day, so the children can play. Stop the violence. Oh, oh, so the children can play. Try to get funky. Didn't notice. Since I'm still around, I won't refrain from talking about something that is a pain. I know it's starting to happen all over Oakland, and until it stops, I'm gonna keep on rapping. They're taking our name in gentrification, taking our name in misappropriation. They're taking our name for a bottle of wine or a bottle of beer. Do they even live here? Getting funky now. Across the bridge, a new mural on a real estate wall with Jingletown branding real small. Oaksterdam is even selling a button for your lapel. What the hell? They're taking our name in gentrification. They're taking our name in misappropriation. They're taking our name for a bottle of wine, for a bottle a beer. Do they even live here? Not yet. I don't go to Cinco de Mayo, so I stayed home reading the newspaper and I saw a story about a deer that they killed. You know, it went in the backyard in 98th Avenue down the hills. And so what would you do if a deer came down to your yard? Deer did not have to die, Oakland police chief says in the Oakland Tribune. I would prefer to die of a natural cause, even if the body does what it do. I don't need the stress that's left me a mess. Some say it's man-made, I guess. From 9/11 to the Gulf Stream spill, we seem to go downhill as if we can't get our fill. If we can't remember our past looking through the same broken glass, how is Tierra Mundi going to last? Police kill another male deer, chased and cornered by urban fear. 5 shots over a backyard fence. Not in my backyard. Not in my backyard. And I'm gonna do one more, and it's what I'm trying to get.
Can you do one?
Thank you. Would you like to hear a child song? In my backyard, there are tall green cactus. And the new leaves, they grow a yellow tuna, flower of hope. The needles signal resistance as well as sustenance, never having to ask why they call it Jingle Town, knowing that it'll always be there, that way. Thank you.